I want to talk about another factor of the media that is currently happening that nobody's really paying attention to, and they're kind of banking on nobody paying attention to. And that's when the media starts backtracking on things that they have been peddling for a month. So this is super dangerous because when a conflict or an issue arises in the news, the initial reporting is where most people get their information. That is what they cling to. This is why we talk about how it's so important to keep the focus on Palestine and to keep talking about it, because people lose focus very easily. And so very few people move past the initial headlines and reports that come out in order to fully understand or keep track of something that is happening in the world. I'm going to show you what NPR is doing right now, and a couple of other legacy media outlets are following suit. Okay, so for 36 days, NPR and every other media outlet reported that 1,400 Israelis were killed by Hamas. Here's another one. Killing more than 1,400 people. So they're claiming that it was more than 1,400 Israelis. So they took this number and they put out stories calling this Israel's 9/11, saying that this was the worst attack in Israel's history, saying that this was the worst thing that happened to the Jewish community since the Holocaust. And no one doubted that number. Immediately, everybody accepted that as fact, including Palestinians. At the time of the death count for Palestinians being 8,000, which we now know it's over 11,000, the president of the United States came out accusing Palestinians of lying about the death toll. So nobody doubted the Israeli number, but everybody doubted the Palestinian number. And media ran with it, like they always do, convincing you that you were to second guess the information that we were giving you about how many people of our community died, but reassuring you that the numbers they were putting out on the Israeli side were unquestionable. And so now we're at a point where the Palestinian death count is steadily increasing by literally the thousands each week. Thousands of us are being found dead each week. People continue to question that death toll, no matter how much evidence we can literally provide you with the dead bodies, okay? People still question that. Here's what they're doing on the Israeli side. This number is decreasing. It went from being reported as 1,400 for sure, and then over 1,400 for literally a month, and as of 2 days ago, that number dropped by 200. Nobody's asking why. Nobody's asking about those numbers. Nobody's asking where the other 200 that were included in that went. And this is the third comment that I have left on NPR's page asking why the number has been decreasing by 200 and nobody's telling us why that is, that they have deleted. I'm sure this one is deleted too. This is the danger of Western mainstream legacy media. They are banking on you not paying attention. And this is why you have to pay attention, because they will switch up facts and not give you an explanation as to why, but then they will continue to make you question Palestinian experience and Palestinian stories, and not just Palestinian, brown, black, indigenous, any person of color, any community of color, marginalized, oppressed community. They will always make you question what we tell you. You have to pay attention. You have to pay attention. You cannot cling to stories that they put out immediately when all of this happened. You have to be able to stay on track. You have to be able to keep paying attention. You have to be able to keep doing your own research, to keep questioning the things that they're giving you, to question why the numbers are changing in the opposite direction that things change in when a war is happening. This is not normal. It is not normal for the death toll to go down. It only ever goes up. In war, it only ever goes up. If this is a war, both sides, the death count on both sides would be rising consistently. It's only consistently rising on one side. It is decreasing on the other side, and they're not telling you why. And you have to question, and you have to wonder, and you have to stay curious about this stuff.